Hello, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is your tarot card for the week of May 17th, 2026. It is a collective general reading. So as the messages come through today, take what fits, leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it simply means it's meant for someone else to hear. And check out your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. If you're not sure what those placements are, in the description box of this video is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Also, Aries, I want you to keep in mind, this is not what you don't see coming for the week ahead. I've already released those readings and you're welcome to view them at the end of this reading. However, the tarot card of the week reading is intended to be a message to you from source, something that they want you to consider so you can make a decision at this time that is best for you and your life. With all of that said, now let's begin. We're tapping into the Aries collective now, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What is the tarot card of the week here for the Aries collective? What is the tarot card of the week for the week of May 17th, 2026? One more shuffle. Thank you. Your tarot card of the week, Four of Pentacles. What situation in your life are you still holding on to? At the bottom of the deck, the Star. What needs to heal in order for you to realize your deepest dreams? Okay. So I have a Aries collective now who's existing in a comfort zone that is not necessarily their wish fulfillment. Situation, environment, or connection. Tell me more about this here, please, for the Aries collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What situation in your life are you still holding on to? It could even be a pattern that you have or like a bad habit. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Four of Pentacles is clarified by the Tower. Well, whatever it is you're holding on to, you won't be holding on to it for long, or you will have the aha epiphany moment that you need to let go of it. Five of Swords and the Ace of Swords. That's the truth. However, you're resisting the Tower for some reason. Bottom of the deck, the Hangman. Okay. Clarify that Tower. We'll take it. They fell face up. The Tower, Temperance, King of Swords, and the Eight of Swords. I have a group of you. You know that tower needs to come down. I don't know what that tower is. It's different for all of you. That tower could be a job, an industry you're currently in, a community group that you volunteer in, the community that you live in. It certainly could be a relationship that you're in. It could be a pattern even, or like a habit, like smoking or drinking or excessively eating something. That tower is different for all of you. However, you are acutely aware in that King of Swords that it needs to come down. However, the Eight of Swords says, I'm afraid. I'm afraid to relocate. I'm afraid to change jobs. I'm afraid to learn something new. I'm afraid to leave this relationship. I'm afraid to enter a new relationship. Like, again, I don't know what that tower is for you. But Strength card, you're actually holding yourself back. You know what you need to do, but you're a little resistant to doing it at this time. Five of Swords. Why is the Five of Swords here? There's conflict here for you. Why is the Five of Swords here? This could also be, if I were to deconstruct that tower, it might cause conflict with the person or other people. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Five of Swords is clarified by the Death card. That's exactly what it is. The Sun card and the High Priestess. Bottom of the deck, Nine of Wands. So intuitively to you, inside, you know, if I bring an end, Death card to the Tower is huge. If I bring an end to this, to pursue my wish fulfillment, to pursue, oh my God, right behind the Star card is the Death card. I know that if I bring an end to this, the person that I'm ending this with may have an issue with it. Five of Swords. If I decide to tell this friend I no longer want to be their friend, they're going to argue back. Five of Swords. If I tell this romantic partner I no longer want to be with them or I want a divorce, I'm going to get kickback. Five of Swords. If I tell the community group I'm in I don't want to volunteer anymore or participate, and it could be a religious or political group, I'm going to get kickback. If I leave this community, I might get kickback. So, you know, if I step down from this position, I could get kickback. That's what, at least intuitively to you, if I make the choice to bring the tower down, there's conflict here that I don't want to deal with. So at this time, my love, if this message is resonating for you, you are existing in a comfort zone that's not really all that comfortable. Ace of Swords. Here's your moment of clarity. Tell me about the Ace of Swords here. Tell me about the Ace of Swords. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Ace of Swords is clarified by the Chariot, the Ace of Wands, and the Strength card. You want it so badly. Star card. There's your wish fulfillment. Literally, you can't make it up. So you know this. Logically, in the mind, King of Swords holds the Ace of Swords. There's the Ace of Swords. You have the Ace of Wands. You're passionate about whatever this is. It's creative. It's inspiring. I would really love to be in that industry, do that job, be in that relationship, live in that community, do something other than what I am presently doing. Because presently what you're doing is you're trying to hold up a tower that internal to you, you don't really want in your life anymore, or you don't want to exist with anymore, or you don't want to collaborate with anymore. It's taking you more strength, like you're investing more strength to hold up that tower than you realize. You must be exhausted. I'm probably speaking to an Aries where you could sleep 12 hours straight and still wake up tired, because this is replaying in your mind constantly and you're consciously aware of it. If it was the Nine of Swords, I would say, oh, it's working in that wheel well in your brain, right? While you're doing other things and while you're sleeping, you don't realize it's still there subconsciously. But for me, Eight of Swords is consciously. I'm acutely aware that I'm holding up a structure or maintaining a lifestyle that I'm not particularly pleased with. Your internal truth is, I don't want to be here. I want to move on. I want to have a new beginning. I want to relocate, change jobs, whatever it is. But you keep yourself, look at what's above this individual's head in the Strength card, the infinity. You keep yourself in this loop. You have yet to break that chain. This looks like a chain link fence, right? So you have yet to break the chain for some reason. Let's get you 3 cards of advice. So this week, Source is just asking you, what situation in your life are you still holding on to? The Tower. You clearly know that you don't want it in your life anymore. And I know that you're concerned about conflict or being backstabbed or being betrayed. But your truth here, I mean, your message here is to follow your North Star, to be authentic to you. For some of you, you have more days behind you on this planet than you have ahead of you. So a good question to ask yourself is, when are you going to start? Because the clock is ticking. 3 cards of advice here for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. 3 cards of advice here for the week ahead. One more shuffle. Thank you. Only advice. You don't have to take this portion if you don't want. 3 of Cups. Page of Cups. 5 of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, 10 of Pentacles. Do you want to maintain the status quo for a 5 of Pentacles life, a 5 of Pentacles job, a 5 of Pentacles community, a 5 of Pentacles marriage, a 5 of whatever this is? Do you want to continue holding up a tower that it's a comfort zone of the 4 of Pentacles, but really it's the 5 of Pentacles? It doesn't pay you what you're worth. It doesn't love you the way you need to be loved. It doesn't nurture you the way you need to be nurtured. You're in a constant state of fear and worry and insecurity and feeling abandoned and feeling like you're on the outside looking in and that you're missing a spectacular life. And you're right, you're missing the 10 of Pentacles. So Source is just saying, if you're honest with yourself, your comfort zone isn't all that comfort or comfortable. You're desiring something new. Page of Cups. Start small. Start small to inquire, how can I take steps to get to this goal or to make this wish of mine a reality? So I can root it in the 3D, and it doesn't just have to live in the dream state. There's also something here about asking yourself, how happy are you with the current situation? And if you can look into the future, if you had some kind of like crystal ball or something like that, and you were able to look into the future, and 1 year, 5 years, 10 years from now, you're still holding up that tower. You're still in that comfort zone. Nothing has changed. You haven't done anything. The other parties involved haven't done anything. It's exactly the way it is today. Would you be happy? Would you be happy with that job, that marriage, that relationship, that community, that house, that car? I don't know what this is here for you. But if nothing changed, would you be happy with it? That's your answer. And Source is just saying, be honest with yourself this week. That something here needs to change. And with just a little bit of curiosity here in the Page of Cups, you can start making incremental progress to move towards your dream. That is what I have for you, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements for the week of May 17th, 2026. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, perhaps you just found it to be helpful or maybe even a little hopeful, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video on your mobile device if you're able to do that. And don't forget to check out your other placements. Until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace.